I'm Nick with Seraphim Supplements and Consulting. And today we're going to cover the 3 different financial vehicles available to help you not only survive this COVID-19 crisis, but thrive. And I'm going to do it all for free. So with no further ado, let's begin. So you're probably wondering, what is a Seraphim and why is this guy doing this for free? Well, Seraphim is the highest order of angels, and they sing God's praise and are messengers of God. Well, one of the reasons why I invested in this company was I was in a bad place, and I was 80 pounds overweight and was recommended to get surgery, which I did not think I would survive. Well, I prayed to God for a miracle, and that miracle came. I was provided with 3 free training lessons that eventually led to a year worth of training where I lost over 80 pounds and was able to avoid surgery and survive. And I thank God for giving me the opportunity to continue and become better. And I think that He wanted me to help others the way I've been helped. And having good supplements will help produce quicker results so people don't give up and are able to keep moving forward. But they can't move forward without you. And that's why I'm spending the time tonight to take you guys through all the financial vehicles available to help make sure you're able to take advantage of a unique opportunity in history where you can actually catapult yourself to success if you use these vehicles correctly. So let's start off with a quote. Small thinking has and always will be punished in one way or another. If you are only trying to survive this COVID-19 crisis, you will be fighting for scraps the rest of your life. As I previously mentioned, this is a unique time in history. There are 3 different financial vehicles that, if used in the perfect combination, can actually catapult you to success. But there are pitfalls that exist. Now, I'm going to take you through those pitfalls and how easy it is to apply and make sure you do things properly. So let's take a look at the agenda. We're going to understand the federal relief funds and application process. We're going to go over some revenue generating you can do during a stay-at-home order. And we're going to show you how to catapult you to success. So first off, the federal funds that are available. The first is the PPP, and that's the Payment Protection Program. That's the one you're seeing in the news nonstop. That's because Harvard and Shake Shack and Rich and Charlie's have all applied for money. Reason being is, if you do this properly, you won't have to pay the money back. That's right. It is free money from the government if you do things properly. But if you don't, it stays a loan and you will have to pay it back. There's the EIDL loan advance. Now, the EIDL loan in itself is phenomenal, and I can't wait to talk to you about it because it is amazing. And most people don't even know anything about it because all they're hearing about is the PPP. But the EIDL loan is huge, and you can right now get a $10,000 advance on that loan. And finally, there's the SBA bridge loan, and that gives you access to $25,000 almost immediately. But you have to work with a bank that is actually a SBA Express lender. The good news is we have one for you. So the Payment Protection Program. Now, the application window for this is actually April 3rd through June 30th. But the first $350 billion went in less than 3 weeks, and I'm sure this $484 billion extension will go roughly the same time frame. So who's eligible? Well, any small business under 500 employees per location. And that is the trick. That is how your Shake Shack and your Rich and Charlie's and some of these other locations are applying for this loan, is because they're going off of 500 employees per location, and almost no one has that. The 501(c) nonprofits, 501(c)(19) veterans organizations, tribal businesses, sole proprietorships, independent contractors, and self-employed individuals. Now, this is where almost all of the people watching the video today will fall into, is those final 3. Whether you're a gym owner, whether you're a trainer, or whether you're a health influencer. you probably fall under a self-employed or independent contractor. If you're an independent contractor, you're going to want your 1099 statement. If you're self-employed, you're probably going to have to do a 4506T form with a lender. Now, the good news is we actually have a lender that you can access almost immediately after this presentation. So what is the benefit? Well, you have 2.5 times the bar's average monthly payroll costs, not to exceed $10 million. Here's the trick. You're going to have to be able to prove your income. So don't go claiming $3 million over last year if you can't prove it, because all that's going to do is kick your application and then you're going to end up getting nothing. So review the documents you have and what you can support, and that's what you need to go with. Now, what can it be applied to? Well, it can be applied to a couple of different things: your payroll costs, your interest on your mortgage, your payments of utilities, additional wages paid to employees like tips and bonuses. What you see there is it says payroll costs 75%. Well, there's a reason for that. If this is not used for at least 75% of the total sum given to you as payroll costs, this loan will not be forgiven. It will not turn into a grant. So this is a big pitfall that exists. Now, another thing is you cannot have overlap between these three programs. So if you're using some of the money for interest on a mortgage, if you get either of the other two loans, you would not be able to use that as interest on a mortgage. Otherwise, once again, this becomes a loan instead of a grant, and then you would have to pay this money back, which why on earth would you want to do that when you can have free money? So how much will be forgiven? Well, 8 weeks worth of payroll, and that is from the date it's receipted. So if you get the money on May 15th, essentially 8 weeks of pay from May 15th. So how do you calculate your payroll costs? And that's a great question. You go off your salary, wages, commissions, your cash tip equivalents, and other similar compensation, which your other similar compensation is your group health care, your retirement benefits like your 401k, any payment of local state taxes. Now, if you're an independent contractor, you can actually go off the sum of all your payments and any compensation up to $100,000. Now you're saying, Nick, I make more than $100,000. So does that mean I'm disqualified? No, it does not mean that. What it means is that you will only be able to count up to $100,000. Anything beyond that doesn't count. And that's kind of what's talked about here with the exclusions. Any compensation over $100,000. Any compensation to an employee whose principal place of residence is outside of the United States. So let's say you have 10 employees and one of them is on a visa. Does that mean you can't access this? No, it doesn't mean that at all. What it means is that when you're calculating payroll costs, you can only calculate 9 of your 10 employees. If you calculate the 10th, once again, it will actually kick it and you'll be responsible for this loan. Also, qualified sick leave under the 7001, 7003 of the Families First Coronavirus Response Act is not eligible. Now, if you really want to get into the weeds on that, you can. But once again, we went ahead and got together with a national bank to help speed up this process, and they'll actually take you through anything that might be a potential pitfall as well. So what does this process look like? Well, it's actually easier than you would expect. There's only 4 pages, and 2 of those pages is really more definitions and terms. So 2 pages you'll actually have to fill out. Now, here's the good news. We partnered up with US Bank that has a completely automated system. That means it'll speed up this process and give you a better chance of getting that $484 billion before it disappears. We even got a dedicated contact person for you, and that is Elizabeth.Wade. You can reach her at Elizabeth.Wade at usbank.com. Why would you want to reach out to her? Well, a couple of reasons. One, she can actually show you the required documents that vary from bank to bank. Now, she'll give you the exact details of what you need. The other thing is US Bank is one of those SBA express lenders. So if you become interested in the bridge loan, you can actually use Elizabeth.Wade as your same contact person. So what is the SBA EIDL program? Well, this is the one I'm really excited about. And you have up to $2 million loan you can access right now at a 3.75 interest rate, which is amazing for a business. Now, most people are not going to go for $2 million. Me personally, I'm not either. But you have access to $100,000, $75,000, $50,000 easier than normal at a better interest rate than most people will receive. In fact, if you're a nonprofit, you can actually get 2.75. The term is up to 30 years, so it's going to be an extremely reasonable payment. And you can get a $10,000 cash advance right now if you need to pay your mortgage. Once again, you use the PPP entirely for payroll because you can then take this full $10,000 and throw it towards your mortgage. What's pretty unique with this is that you can actually apply directly for the EIDL loan. And you can only apply at one place. Any other place, it's a fake site. Now, why would there be fake sites out there? Well, that's because you're going to need to put your social security number on this application. So apply at covid19relief.sba.gov. Any other website is fake. Do not apply. If you have any questions, or if you're wanting to just verify that you're on the right site, feel free to call Disaster Customer Service at sba.gov or call 1-800-659-2955. So what is the SBA bridge loan? Well, the SBA bridge loan is a $25,000 almost immediate loan that you can get with an SBA Express lender. If the $10,000 is not going to cover all your expenses because you have electric bills, water bills, you have other loans you took out originally to start your business that you need to pay, then this additional $25,000 will come in handy. There is no penalty for applying. And once again, with Elizabeth.Wade at usbank.com, you can actually apply for this at the same time you're applying for your PPP loan. So what are some of the revenue streams that you can actually take advantage of right now? Well, it's online training and accountability coaching. You see, there's no advertising costs with your own clients. And you're saying, well, Nick, I only have so many personal training clients to begin with. A lot of my gym members are just members. Well, if those members have ever asked you for any kind of advice on their form, or if they're doing a movement correctly, or what you would do in order to get this type of result, they obviously respect your opinion. And if you price this right, you would be able to take on new customers. And is there enough money there? Well, my business partner made $28,000 in the first month of his his stay-at-home order. So, yeah, I guess there's some revenue that exists, and obviously, it's going to help get business going once the stay-at-home order ends, because your personal training clients aren't going to backslide now. And if they do backslide, it's going to be more difficult for them to take money out of their pocket and go ahead and invest in their health again when they're already going to have a tight budget. But if the results are still right there, then they're going to go ahead and continue to invest. We also have a free affiliate program. Now, we don't want you to recommend a product that you don't believe in. So we request that you go ahead and request samples from info@seraphimsupplements.com. All you have to do is pay for shipping, and all the samples will be free. We designed all of our supplements based off of medical studies, and we only use US suppliers and US manufacturing to make sure you're getting the top of the line product. You also can earn up to 20% commission anytime your coupon code is used. Now, your coupon code will also give your customers 20% off. It's also a lifetime commission. What that means is if they use your coupon in the beginning, then even if they don't use your coupon later on, or if it's 15 years from now and they decide to go ahead and buy a particular supplement again, you're going to get paid. There is no disqualification for anything you may have said or did, because there are so many disqualification clauses and other products out there to try and make sure you don't get paid. We don't believe in that. We believe in paying people for hard work, and you've earned it. So, once again, it's a lifetime commission. You also will earn rewards, and with those rewards, you're looking at things like shakers and t-shirts, and possibly even free vacations. Now, we do have other opportunities that exist, and those are membership opportunities, but those come with an investment. Why does it come with an investment? Well, it's a whole different level. We actually can run your entire marketing department. We can help provide credibility and content development. We can give you course material for gym memberships. We can give you advanced training, sales techniques. We'll do strategic business planning with you for 5 years. We'll make sure your operational goals are in line with your tactical goals, in line with your strategic goals, to make sure everything is very synergetic. We'll give you financing options available for you and your clients, where you can actually get up to $50,000 loan for yourself, as well as 0% financing for 6 months with your clients. And where can that come in handy? Well, if you're doing a boot camp, or if you're doing a 21-day challenge or a 6-week challenge, you would be able to have the customer finance that at 0%. Of course, obviously, that would come with purchase of a product as well. We also have group healthcare plans available to you. So if you're not happy with your current healthcare, we have a pretty amazing product out there, and we'll actually pay for part of your healthcare. We even have a wholesale commission deal where you can actually get up to 100% commission. And of course, we have business development tips and training courses, and we definitely have some free vacations out there for you. Now, that being said, we still will have some free courses out there to help you become more professional, and that'll deal with business etiquette, and it'll deal with some with tactical and operational goals, but it's not going to be as in depth as these membership opportunities. But once again, I believe God wants me to help others the way He helped me. And I may not be the most physically gifted individual, but God did bless me with a brain. In fact, I got 3 degrees in 4 years of college, and have had over 15 years in the pharmaceutical and financial sales industries. And I have over 150 national, regional, and district awards. So I've been given a gift of having certain abilities that I would like to share with you. All I ask with this free video is that you share this with other people you know in the industry. Because once again, our goal is to help those that are helping others. So please like us on Facebook. Please share us on Facebook. Please like us on Instagram. And please like us on YouTube. And I thank you for your time.